in this way, we will communicate better with all the other musicians in the room, and we will have to choose every note that we will play with the criteria, which is based on communicating with what other musicians are doing, and not just building patterns that work on their own. So in this way, for example, we will communicate with the bass player through our kick drums and floor tom, depending on the type of groove that we're building. And then we can create some variations on the toms, following the guitar players, maybe accenting some of the guitar players' riffs or notes. We can then keep with the snare drum a tempo which is not on 2-on-4 or on 1-on-3 only, but we can create some variations also in this case, so that we can still have a very solid rhythmic section, communicating with all the other musicians in the room, so making sense of what we're playing, but not so predictable, without having the snare only on 3 or on 1-and-3 or on 2-and-4, as it usually happens. Then, on top of this, we can still communicate with a melody or with the singer or with the solo, guitar solo, or a piano solo, or whatever is happening in the song, through our symbols. So in this way we really have many options, many different options of in the same part of the song, of being able of creating variations and having a lot of things going on without ever getting out of the song or out of the context that we're playing in, because we can literally separate every part and still communicating with all the people in the room, and still talking the same language. And it will be also easier for people that are listening the song, that they might not understand exactly all the work that's behind this, but everything is gonna sound solid and united, and so will give a better impact to the listeners, to people who are listening to the song. So this makes everything easier for us when we are in a room, in a studio. We have pressure, maybe we're in a recording studio with a producer, and he wants you to come up with an idea, with something that works, and you can give him 5, 6, 10 different options that they all make sense, and you just need creativity, which is helped by this vision of drums, of dividing the drums horizontally, as I was saying before. And you will just need a little bit of independence, a little bit of freedom, of just executing the ideas that you come up with. So making sure that you can keep the bass drum, do one thing and play 3 or 4 different solutions on top of it with your hands, for example. I'll give you now a demonstration of a couple of different grooves, so that we can practically see all the things that I just talked about. Okay, so I hope this lesson will help you in creating your drum parts, and I'll see you with the next lesson. Hey there, if you're liking the videos that I'm uploading, you should check these videos on jamespaynedrums.com, in which I upload a more in-depth version of the videos with multicam views, PDFs, so that you have everything written down and you don't have to always memorize everything. There's going to be Polynome playlist, where I've basically created playlists that you can follow, speed up, slow down, just play one part of whatever I'm playing, just the snare, just the bass drum, and it's all through an app, so you can take it on your phone with you in your practice room. And coaching videos, which means you will have my voice reminding you what to focus on, either in balance on your right hand, on your left foot, based on where you are in the exercises, so that it's like if I'm gonna be there with you in the room while you're practicing. So there's gonna be a bunch of extra content there that might help you out practicing and improving faster.